I'm Kerri. I'll be your counselor today.
Hi.
So before we get started, I just want to let you know that I am a feminist counselor. So I'll be basing our sessions off of those values that and those views that I have. So the main focus is I want you to feel empowered as a woman, and I want you to view yourself as an equal to me and to society in general. That's a main focus of mine. So what brings you here today?
I've just been feeling really sad lately, and I talked to my high school counselor, and she suggested that I come see you.
Okay. So what brought you to go to your high school counselor in the first place? Why did you go see your counselor there?
I just feel like I'm not really fitting in with a lot of the other girls my age at school.
Okay. Can you explain that a little further? Like, what makes you not feel like you're fitting in?
I just don't really have a close group of girlfriends at school, and there's a few girls at school that make fun of me a lot.
Okay. Do you see how is that like affecting you? Has that affected you in the past or anything like that?
Yeah, I guess so. I guess just I've never really had like a close group of friends. So I guess just them making fun of me kind of put me over the edge.
Okay. So when these girls are making fun of you, what do they say about you?
They say I'm not skinny enough and that how I act is really weird.
Okay. So what I like to do when these words get brought up is I like to relabel them and turn them into something that you'll feel confident about. So with them saying that maybe you're not skinny enough, how do you think we could turn that around into something that is more of a confidence booster instead of something that brings you down?
I don't really know.
All right, well, a few ideas. Like, I would say maybe them saying you're not skinny enough, we could turn around and say, like, you're just a strong individual. You being not skinny enough doesn't affect them and it shouldn't affect you. It turns you into a strong person for being yourself. With the them calling you weird, is there anything that you think you can maybe say to turn that around?
I'm not sure about that one either.
Okay, so maybe with that one, we could say it's something that makes you unique. You're unique, and just because you don't act like everybody else or look like everybody else doesn't make you weird. It makes you an individual and makes you a unique person. So that's something I like to do to take these things and put them more into a confidence boosting word. So would you say as far as your self-confidence, do you think you have a good level of self-confidence, or is it really bothering you what they're saying to you, or is it making any self-confidence issues worse?
I guess so. I guess just them making fun of me feels like I feel like I don't really want to talk to anyone at that point. Since they make fun of me, I feel like others will too. So that's kind of why I don't want to talk to anyone. I don't know. I've just kind of been very to myself lately. It definitely is hard because I feel like I've always had very low self-confidence, so this is kind of just making it worse.
Okay. So, since you're saying you already had a lower self-confidence, do you think that even before these girls started bullying you and picking on you, do you think that anything influenced you in the first place to have a low self-confidence? There's anything like peers or social media, anything that already affected you previous to this? Prior to this?
I guess so. I guess social media definitely has a part in affecting my self-confidence, and I guess other peers do too.
So, since you're saying you saw on social media that it affects you, do you think that there's expectations on women today? Do you think what are your views on the expectations that girls and women have today?
I definitely think social media makes girls feel like they have to have like pretty hair, they have to wear makeup all the time, they have to be skinny. They have to also be smart and athletic at the same time, and they just have to be happy all the time. But also having all that, it makes it seem like girls don't have to try, like they don't try either.
Okay.
They're just all that naturally.
So you're thinking, this is coming a lot, we see a lot of this through social media, advertisements, magazines, television. With all that, we see it's hard not to feel how you do. It's hard not to feel like confident. However, like some of these standards are being seen, they're very unrealistic. Not everybody looks like a supermodel. Not everybody acts perfect and looks perfect all the time. And it's important to understand that you don't have to be like these models in the TV shows, because it is unrealistic, and you should be empowered by yourself. You should need to be confident in yourself, and there's definitely steps to take to help you get there. Personally, I know I relate to you that as a woman myself, I see these standards every day, in the workplace, in just society in general. They're everywhere. So it definitely is a hard impact to see. So I know that growing up, I had similar issues to you, where I wouldn't feel pretty next to the other girls in school, and like they would just, it's very hard to be confident in a high school environment where you're surrounded by so much pressure. So I definitely know how you're feeling with the confidence issues.
Yeah, I'm really glad like I'm not the only one who feels that way. I really thought I was. So.
Well, I know just like you, when I had those problems, I took different steps to help me get past them, and there's a lot you can do to get past those issues and become more confident in who you are. One of the options I would suggest for you would be going to a group, maybe after a few individual sessions with me, where we can discuss how to gain more confidence and get through this experience at your high school. There's many groups that you can go to talk to other girls and women who are experiencing these self-confidence issues as well. So it's a great support group, and you'll get more confidence boost. You'll be able to talk to other women who have the same problems about these standards that we see. You'll be able to provide support for other girls as well, and it could really help to provide more support. So do you think that would be an option for you later on? Would you be interested in doing that after a few more sessions?
Yeah, I definitely think so. I think having a few individual sessions will help me learn how to gain more confidence in myself, kind of just one-on-one, and then hopefully I'll learn enough to go out and like have a group setting, so maybe that we can all help each other in that way.
Sounds great. Another thing that I would like to bring up, I like to have my clients know more about what we're talking about, because I want them to feel like we're an equal partnership here. So I would like to, after the session, go through some possible like books and articles I'd like you to read to get more educated about this certain topic and the ideals that are put in society today. So I think that would be a really great option to help you get through these issues if you have a better understanding of it and how other people are also facing these issues as well. So after the session, I'll definitely point out some different books for you to read, and then next session we can talk about them and go through them better. Is that something you would like to do?
Yeah, that sounds great.
Okay. So hopefully this session was able to help you see more into like the reason why you're feeling this way, why you went to the high school counselor. I know bullying is an issue in a lot of high schools right now, and this is definitely a big reason for that. So I'm hoping that next session we could talk more about ways that you could build up your self-confidence, maybe go through some ways during the school day, maybe you can have some help there to kind of avoid these issues and start talking to new people. Definitely work on some ways to help you gain more social relationships, since those are very important. So next session, I think we'll talk about that, and it'll be really great.
Okay.
So sounds good. Thank you for coming in.
Thank you.